The Middle Ages were a time of chivalry, honor, and valor. At the center of this society were the knights, highly skilled warriors who were both feared and revered. Becoming a knight was not an easy feat, requiring years of training and hard work. In this video, we will explore the steps it took to become a knight during the Middle Ages. The journey to knighthood began at a young age for many boys, who would serve as squires to established knights. A squire was responsible for tending to the needs of his knight, including caring for his horse, weapons, and armor. In return, the squire would receive training in horsemanship, combat, and general education. As a squire grew older and honed his skills, he would eventually be given the opportunity to become a knight. This was not a quick or easy process, as there were many tests that had to be passed. One of the most important trials was the dubbing ceremony, where the squire was knighted by his lord and received the accolade, a blow on the shoulder with a sword. This was not only a symbolic gesture but also marked the point at which the squire became a fully-fledged knight. To become a knight, one had to embody certain virtues, including courage, faith, loyalty, generosity, and justice. These virtues were exemplified in the Code of Chivalry, which emphasized the need for knights to show respect to God, honor their lords and ladies, protect the innocent, and show mercy to their enemies. Knights were skilled in a range of weapons, including the sword, lance, and bow. They were also adept at jousting, a popular sport that involved two armored knights charging at each other on horseback with lances. Jousting was not only a contest of skill, but also a way for knights to display their bravery and prowess. In conclusion, becoming a knight during the Middle Ages was a long and difficult process. It required years of training, dedication, and hard work.
Hey guys! I came here in the middle of the video, asking you to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, because there is a lot of special content every day. Keep watching.
However, for those who were able to achieve knighthood, it was a great honor that came with many privileges. Knights were respected members of society, who were held to a high standard of conduct and were expected to serve with courage and honor. Furthermore, knighthood was not just about being a warrior. Knights were also expected to be educated, well-spoken, and cultured. They were often patrons of the arts and supported poets, troubadours, and musicians, who would perform for them and celebrate their deeds. Knighthood was not just a personal accomplishment but also bestowed benefits on one's family and community. Knights were often granted land and were responsible for protecting their lord's estate and the people who lived there. This responsibility came with great power and influence, as knights often served as judges and were involved in the administration of justice. Although knighthood was initially a privilege reserved for the nobility, it eventually became open to anyone who could meet the requirements. This led to the rise of the knightly class, which had its own hierarchy and traditions. Knights became a symbol of medieval society, representing the ideals of chivalry and honor that were valued during that time. Today, we still admire the medieval knight as a symbol of courage and honor. The chivalric code still has relevance in our modern society, embodying the principles of respect, honesty, and integrity. While we may not have knights in shining armor riding across the countryside, their legacy lives on in our cultural imagination, inspiring us to live our lives with integrity, honor, and courage.